Hi guys, welcome back. So as we see today, we're going to do some nail art. I've been wanting to try this, I think it's called like droplet effects. It's where it looks like there's like little drops underneath your nail. Now I put these tips on. I did use the, she's a little dusty, the Born Pretty. It's a little bit thinner of a consistency than the pot, the 5-in-1 here. Sorry, I should have had that out. The solid tip. This is a little bit thinner. It has the same rubber consistency though. It's a little bit easier to use, I guess, because it's in the tube, which to be honest, it doesn't make it that easy to use because you have to get all of like the air out, which as you see, I've only used this once, by the way. There's just a lot of air in it rather than product. So, like I said, it seems fine. I didn't put these nails on to last. I want to try to incorporate a little bit more nail art. And yes, I can use the little stands, but I want to try to do some different things on me. So I have gone ahead and I've used the Madam Glam system. Now I've gone with a regular base coat and a regular top coat on my natural nail. I did it over here, and I did about 2 layers of top coat, so I wanted it a little bit thicker. But where do we have it here? For these, I did go ahead and put 3 layers of this peel off base. Thin layers, not thick layers. And I'm hoping that this is just going to peel off and be easy peasy for me to switch them out. I've never done it this way. Anytime I've ever used it, it never works. Peel off base has never worked on me. And I think because I really was using it wrong, I wasn't giving it its layers, and I think I just prepped my nail too good before I put it on. So what I've done is I put that rubber base, or sorry, the peel base over top of a top coat. So I've made sure that I put the top coat on it, so my nails basically looked like this, nice, and I did buff them slightly, just to basically get rid of that shine. And then I went on with a peel base, 3 layers, thin layers though, and then I did the glue. And I used my little Madam Glam, or not Madam Glam, sorry, Melody Susie Light. My initial thought, I like how convenient it is. I don't know if the bulbs are that strong, in all honesty. I feel like it took a little bit for it to actually, like, get it a little harder so it doesn't move. Even though with Flash Cure, I still don't want my product to move. Again, the first initial one, I don't think I had my finger close enough. I think you really have to get your hand, like, right in there. Let me turn it on. So, like, you have to get it right up in its business. I think I was a little too far out. But it definitely did the trick, and I would recommend that you put your hand in your regular lamp for a full cure anyways. So I did that. I went around the cuticle, cleaned that up if there was any glue, and gave it a little bit of a buff. Now I skipped all that so you guys didn't have to just be there and watch me do that. But again, I wanted to tell you how I did it. So hopefully these will pop off, and I will let you guys know if they pop off. That's the whole point. If I would like to get at least a couple days though out of it, like look cute. I want to get some, you know, cuteness out of it, but well, hopefully they're going to turn out to look cute. Pardon me. So I was saying, I want to try these little water droplets underneath the nail. And I've seen Kirsty. I feel like when I get in, like, I don't know, it's hard for me to get inspired to do, like, not to do nails, but to come up with nail inspiration. I have a hard time with that. It's just not a natural thing for me. So I usually go on YouTube, watch my favorite people that inspire me art-wise. And like Pinterest helps a lot too, like just even pictures, it doesn't have to be nails, anything like that also helps. But I really wanted to try this, and I've watched Kirsty's video a couple times now, and she's used I don't have her products, but she used some glass gels, which I really wanted to use. I haven't used these at all since I got them, so it gives me a good opportunity. So I want to kind of recreate what she did. Now I'm going to use different colors. I'm going to use green, brown, I think I'm gonna, well, that's white, that's not the right color. What color did I want? I wanted like a brown. Did I accidentally mark that wrong? And the only brown that I have, let me get this a little bit better, was this one here. And I accidentally thought that was... Well, that's why. I have it on wrong. So that's 9, not 6. Holy jumpins. So, let me just quickly... I do have them all marked. And I think I grabbed a purple. So I'm going to try that on the tip. And then I'm also going to do something that I think I've only ever really tried this once. And it's not that I don't like the look, I love the look. What I want to do is I want to extend my nail bed. So I want to basically come out a little bit and do an extended nail bed look. And get a nice tight little like smile line there. But I want to extend it a little. So either I'm going to use one of these plates, that could work if I can't do it by hand. But I'm going to try to just do it by hand. So I don't have a lot of nudes. I've come to that realization. I did just place an order for some. Just off Ali. But I did have this, so I think I'm going to use this color for that. And then yeah, we're just going to go in. We're going to go in and, do some creative nail art. I don't know. I haven't done a few of these things ever, and I'm the type of person, the only way I'm going to learn it is if I get in there and I try it. So let's just try it. Hopefully it turns out, and hopefully they look cute. And if they do look cute, I can be like, yay, I tried to recreate Kirsty's. If they look like crapadoodles, then maybe we shouldn't associate her name with that. Because, you know, she's a really great artist. So she might not be like, she's like, girl, I don't know. But let's try to kind of recreate. Like I said, I'm using all the same type of stuff and trying the same method, I would say. Using a different shape, well, that's all actually different. So my shape is different, and I'm going to do the press-on method. So I'm just going to start by basing all of my nails. This is just a regular base coat. And guys, with base coat, you really want to go thin. I say it all the time, go thin. If you go too thick with your base coat, you will get peeling. Your polish will not adhere to it, and it'll just lift. So you want nice and thin, dragging off the product. Because remember, your base is like your glue, so you always want a thin layer of glue. You don't want to gunk it up. You notice you're having lifting, or not so much lifting, sorry, like peeling of your gel polish. And that either you're putting your gel polish too thick. Gel polish really is a thin base. You have to do thin coats with gel. If not, you're going to have curing issues. The light cannot penetrate through thick gel. It just won't cure. And then uncured gel, well, you're going to have it peeling and lifting, and just it's just not going to be cute. So thin is always better when it comes to gel. Just think that. Thin is always better when it comes to gel. Simple. It's better for you to do 2, even 3 thin coats rather than do 2 thick coats or 1 thick coat with gel. Gel and nail polish are so different. So you really can't treat them the same. I think nail polish, you can go thicker, and it's just time. Time will let it dry. But you're getting the light is what's curing your gel and what's drying the gel. So you can put it in there 10 different times. Now, if it didn't cure it the first time, it's not going to cure it the 10th time because the light's not penetrating through the product. So thin, then your light can penetrate through, and then all your layers will be cured, and then you should have no trouble with lifting or peeling, wrinkling, anything like that can happen with gel. I know you guys didn't come here for that little lesson, but it was in my brain, so we got her out. But it's a good tip though, if you do find yourself having trouble with, like I said, peeling and stuff like that, more than likely you're going too thick. Most gel polishes, need 2 coats, like automatically. You can get away with, depending on what you're doing, of course, and how pigmented it is, but for the most part, it's a 2-coater. Sometimes 3 when you get tricky colors like yellows and stuff. I find, I don't know, yellow is just a tricky color. I find it's always like a 3 color. Okay. Had a drink of my little coffee. Okay, I didn't really watch a video. I probably should have watched something. I've seen it done so many times. I'm gonna try it this way. I've seen that done too. Like if you just start. Ooh. I don't know if that was a good idea. I don't want to go too far back. I don't know, guys. I might have to stamp this. This is like how I feel. So I feel where we can mark our points. Like I don't think I want it that far down actually. No, so I want it there. Okay, guys, I'm gonna do that again. It's okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark now. I only want to extend it a little bit, so I think I'm only going to extend it to there, and then I'm going to mark here. Now let's get them all together. Well, I already don't like that. So this is where I knew this is going to take me some time, because I've never done this and I know what I like and what I don't like, and I don't like that at all. I'm going to try it a few more times hand, and then if I can't, I'm just going to go in and stamp. Here guys, I really find marking it did help. It helped with just kind of getting that little bit of a shape. Now, did I struggle? 1000%. Did I give up? No ma'am, I did not. We did go ahead and we did them all hand painted, so let's give ourselves a little hand for that. But do I need to work on it? 1000%. I definitely need to practice this a little bit more, and maybe even trying it just on my practice hand probably would be best, just to get the hang of it, so then when you do it on yourself, which is, it's always harder to work on yourself, but then it could be a little easier, right? So I did go in and I just got it to where I thought it was perfect. I did do 2 coats of this light pink just to get a good decent coverage, and that's about it, guys. I was, like I said, I need work, but I'm not going to be too hard on myself. I think it turned out okay. Yeah, guys, that does not look very good. I don't know why this is so difficult for me to do. Okay, so we're gonna go here. That. I went a little too far. Okay guys, so this is where we're at. Like I said, I know it needs a little work on that, but you know what, we're still going to keep on going. I don't want to be discouraged. I think I did okay. We need a little practice, but we're fine. We're going to keep it pushing. So what I want to do is, so I have purple, green, and then the brown. To make sure that I'm still in. So I'm just going to go green. I think I'm going to do green. It's like an orangey brown. It's the closest I have to brown. Hey guys, so as I'm editing this, there's a few parts where I already intended to do the voiceover, But as you can probably tell by my voice, I am a little under the weather, so I do apologize if my voice is slightly raspy. I'm sorry for that. But I do want to get this out to you guys, so we're just gonna have to keep on trucking. So here guys, I'm going to start by going up and putting each color just down in a straight line next to each other, and then I'm going to go in and ombre them. I'm using my ombre brush to ombre these 3 colors all together, each color into the other one. You can use the brush in the bottle, just be sure to wipe it off on a paper towel or something before you putting it back in the bottle. Oh, I'm too cute. I whisper to myself, 2 coats. Do you guys ever talk to yourself while doing nail art? I literally do it all the time. So I do go in and I want to do 2 coats of each of these colors, and I am trying to kind of come up to like clean up my smile line, but I will show you a little trick a little farther down what I do to kind of disguise my imperfections and just really neaten up that smile line a bit with these colors. Now that I've gone through and cured 2 coats of each of the color on there, I'm going to go through and put each color on my palette, and I'm just going to take this little liner brush, well actually it's a pretty long liner brush, and I'm just going to go in and kind of go over the top of my smile line with each color, and it really does make a big difference. It just cleans it up. Now I try not to go too much over the actual color because you can kind of see the bit of the difference there, but I will go in and clean that up with a cleanup brush. But I do find just concentrating the color at the smile line really does help this design, and like I said, kind of disguises my own little flaws, so it's just kind of like a good little trick. So do you see what I'm talking about? How it just neatens up that smile line? You could probably do this with really anything that you're doing, but I just find in my case, because I really do need to practice more on the extended nail bed smile line. So yeah, this is how they turned out. I think they look gorgeous. I probably shouldn't try to do that with my throat, but they look really cute. So I'm just going to go in and we're going to clean them up, and then I'm just going to grab some gel. Now I really recommend that you use probably a thicker builder gel. This is a very thin, it's the M-Share gel from Ali. Like, if you know, you know, but it's a very thin consistency. It almost has like a thick top coat consistency. I truly would recommend using something a bit thicker. It'll hold its shape a little bit better. But I do go ahead and I put each drop that I put into the little underneath the nail, I do cure them, each one, give it a flash cure, because I really just want to make sure that they're not pooling too much, because like I said, this was a pretty thin gel. I found that if I let it sit too much, it's just going to pool out and just not really get the drop effect that I wanted. So I do go ahead and I do this on all of my nails. Now the way I'm doing it is just different sizes, random places, until it looks kind of cute. You don't want to put too many, because you want them to stand out so you can kind of see the shape when it's reflecting from the light. So the effect that they give is really, really cool. I like that they're underneath, that I don't have the bumpies on top. I like that idea. You can also do this on top of the nail. It would give you the same look, the same effect. That's also another way to go about it. So now that everything is all nice and cured, I do go ahead and I top coat underneath these nails. And it does make it, just give it a more of a see-through effect. Now I do recommend that you take another brush, or make sure you just have like almost nothing on your brush, and go ahead and wipe some of it out. If not, it can kind of disguise the look, like you don't really see the look through as much. So really go ahead and take as much gel as you possibly can out. Guys, so this is the final look, and you could leave it like this. I think they look stunning, they look cute, but you know what, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna be extra. So we're gonna go add some bling to every single one of these nails. Like, we're gonna bling them out. Let's go for it. So I do use Glitter Mix Canada's Bling It, and I'm just gonna go through. Now these stones, a couple of them I haven't even hauled as of yet. Actually I've hauled them now, but in this video I haven't, so I snuck in there and grabbed a few. You know, I don't really like doing that, but I needed some shapes for these ones. Now this big one I've already had in my collection, and I just want to use the big one just in the middle finger. Like, I want the middle finger to stand out a little bit different, but then I'm going to do the other 4 fingers, or 3 fingers and a thumb, all the same. So I left in most of the bling. I think we all love to watch a good bling video. So I did leave most of that in. I do apologize if I am out of frame a little bit. I've tried my best to stay in. I think when I do bling, like, I have to just move my camera literally right up to like my chest or something, because I'm so used to just having my hand close so I can see it. So my bad, I'm trying to get better. Yeah, so we're just going to go ahead and we're going to place our bling down. So one good thing I find about using like a gel-based glue is that you have time. You can play around with that bad boy as long as you feel, and it won't cure until you cure it, right? Now, using some other glues that sit in place, you really have to know your placement. And I'm just not there yet, and that's okay for me. Maybe one day I'll just be like, yep, it's there, that's where she stays. But for now, I really like the gel glues for this reason, to be able to move things around. So this is how this one looks. It's looking so far. I really like it, and it kind of disguises my smile line even more. So I am just going to go ahead and once I'm ready for that... Oh, why did I take it off? Oh, I needed more glue. It's crazy sometimes when you watch these back, you're kind of wondering what you're doing your own self. So yes, make sure you have enough glue on there, and then go in and cure it. Okay, now we are going to move on to our other fingers. So with the gel glue, I do only do 1 finger at a time, because it will move. It just ends up moving on its own self. They end up sliding down. Now if you're using a fast dry glue, then you can do multiples, because as you lay it down within seconds, it's already dried and in its place. Or if you're using acrylic, same thing, it will set and it's in its place. Oh my, tongue twister. So I do just do 1 finger at a time. I already kind of know what I'm doing, and I think that's a good trick. Kind of set or place it out. Like, I kind of played with the middle finger, and I knew that's what I wanted to do. Now, as I put the middle finger down, I quickly decided that I wanted to make the other ones all a little bit smaller and not be as big bling. So I just kind of wanted to have just like the drop effect down. And I did have some smaller kind of, what are they, like octagons or something? Guys, I can't do my shapes right now. My brain hardly works. But whatever that shape is right there, I had some of them that we just hauled, so I thought that worked perfectly with the other stone as well. So I decided just to go that route on the other 4. So guys, we are coming to an end soon. I just show you how to do this one, and then I do the other 2 off camera. It's exactly the same, but I did want to show you twice. So that way, if you just needed an extra little look, then we have it. But thank you guys so much. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments if you are liking these type of videos where I do it on myself, or do you guys rather when I do it on a tip or maybe a hand or something. Let me know. It does truly help me out. I do apologize for my voice again, but it's just the seasons. But thank you guys again. If you haven't, please go ahead and hit that subscribe, give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and share it with a friend. And let me know if you guys think that these look anything like Kirsty's. Be gentle on me now. Bye guys!